you doing, everybody? It's been a long time since I had a chance to do a video. Bikes have been coming in and going, and I'm ran ragged. The old legs are giving up, heart's giving up, working like a dog. So ever since November, I've been working 7 days a week. I think I've had 2 days, maybe 3 days off through that period. So I'm getting kind of tired. Usually when it comes to May, I usually stop the weekends, stop the late nights, and start focusing on race season. So that's just around the corner. Anyway, this one here, this was brought to me by a fellow named Nick Chan. It's a 2017 Fatboy S. Originally with a 110 motor, but he had brought it somewhere else and had a 117 kit in it, and he is not happy with the way it's performing. So Nick got a hold of me quite a while ago, and I tried to do some dyno tuning for him, but the programmer that was in it was locked, and the guy that installed it wouldn't give me the password. So anyway, the bike is back now, and Nick wanted the bike to go better. He figures, just like everyone else, you dump the money in these things and you want them to perform. So he wasn't happy with the 117 kit that was in it. Now Harley Davidson claims that it's a 9.9 to 1 kit, but actually it's not. I CC'd it all before I did anything, and it ended up being just over 9.5 to 1. So Nick wanted a set of T-Man cams put in it, so I believe they were 262s or something like that. I'll refresh that later on. But we ended up putting the cams in it, and this one also had to get a new Screaming Eagle plate. You guys have been watching some of my posts. You've seen this, the one with the O-ring that was sheared off of the oil pump, and that was prior to assembly of whoever put the kit in it. I'm not getting into whoever, it doesn't matter to me, I'm just here to make it right. So we ended up putting the cams into it, new Screaming Eagle cam plate into it, and with those cams they're over 600 lift. I believe they're 625. So anything over 600 lift, you gotta run roller rockers. So we put a set of S&S roller rockers in it, and the Screaming Eagle high ratio lifters, they work pretty good in most applications, but I didn't want to take any chances with the high lift and the high RPM that this thing's going to be spinning. So I ended up putting a set of brand new Jim's lifters in it, Screaming Eagle push rods that were in it. We reused those, and those cams, they specify that they at least need to be close to 11 to 1, and when the kit is saying that it's 9.5, you need the compression for these to work because of the big overlap in the durations and stuff like that. So I ended up CCing the heads and CCing the whole motor and making sure we got what I thought would be respectable. So we bumped it up from 9.57 to 1 to 11.1 to 1. So reworked the heads. After that, did some porting. Somebody had played with them, weren't up to my par, so I reflowed them. Ended up getting about another 18 CFM out of the exhaust and 5 out of the intakes. So it should work a lot better now. And with the 58mm throttle body, D&D 2-into-1 Borzilla, this is going to be Nick's first startup. So have a listen to this one, buddy. This one's got no download into it yet. I'll do that when I get it up onto the dyno, but let's see what she sounds like. Still nice and quiet. thing has still got the pistons and everything in it. Basically, I can put it on the dyno and we can start wicking her up. But let's see how she sounds.